All right, Rosen, so now the left-wingers who don't want any cuts and they want to take all the rich people's property to pay for everything, they're mad, right?
Well, a number of liberal groups, Bill, but not including Mrs. O'Reilly, to whom you just referred. We're talking about MoveOn.org, the AFL-CIO, the Progressive Change Campaign Committee, Democracy for America. They've all warned the White House on this. Ed mentioned that protest outside the gates of the White House. Some of these groups have actually vowed to launch primary campaigns against any Democrat who votes to approve the president's proposed use of the chained CPI. The president...
Let's be honest about this for a minute. We're always honest here on A Factor. That's an expression I'm using. I want to focus it a little bit more.
I'll give you more than a minute of honesty. Please go.
My mother, Mrs. O'Reilly, without her son, Bill, who helps her out big time, needs that Social Security bump. If I wasn't here, she would need it, all right, to keep paying her property taxes, which are exorbitant in Nassau County, to stay in the home. She's 90. If the president's going to take Mrs. O'Reilly and everybody else, seniors who don't have any money, away, then those left-wing groups may have a point, Rosa.
Well, one other proposal that's going to probably be in this budget tomorrow is to means test Medicare. So, and you raised this concept earlier, so that rich people who, or people who, I shouldn't say rich people, people of a certain economic income threshold will perhaps not receive their Medicare benefits in the same way. Look, the White House and their allies on the Hill are eager to play down this dispute. Today we heard from Congressman Steny Hoyer, the #2 Democrat in the House from Maryland, telling reporters that the president's plan to incorporate this chained CPI for Social Security, quote, is not a news flash. And Jay Carney, the White House press secretary, has said this is not ideal from the president's point of view. It does reflect one part of a balanced approach to debt reduction, as he has called for. One last point here, one little point. It's really just a drop in the bucket. The use of the chained CPI for Social Security would raise about $130 billion in tax revenue for Social Security over the next 10 years. But according to the trustee's own report, the projected shortfall is about $630 billion.
Yeah, I know. It's a drop,
still a long way to go.
What time, Ed, are we going to know about all this tomorrow? What time?
First thing in the morning, 9, 10 a.m. Okay. And then the bottom line is all of this anger on the left just for show? So the president going to say, look, I'm taking on the left? Or is there really going to be some pain in this budget? That's going to be the key to find out.
All right, guys. Thanks very much.